Good morning, and a very warm welcome to you all. Today we are going to talk about something very special, which is the idea of living a long, healthy and vibrant life. We will explore some very simple habits that are not only good for our own health, but also for the beautiful world around us. Before we begin, I have a simple question for you. What is one small, simple pleasure you have enjoyed so far this morning? Perhaps the taste of your tea or the sound of birds outside. Please share it in the comments below. I would love to read about the start to your day. Let's begin our journey into the simple eco-habits that can help you live to 100. Our first habit starts right in the heart of your home, the kitchen, and it is all about what we put on our plates. The simple habit is to try and eat more plants and perhaps a little less meat. Now, this does not mean you have to become a vegetarian overnight or give up your favorite Sunday roast. It is simply about shifting the balance on your plate, making vegetables, fruits and legumes the main feature of your meal. When we choose to eat more plants, we are doing a great service to our planet. Raising animals for food requires a vast amount of land, water and feed, which puts a strain on our environment. Growing vegetables and beans, on the other hand, is much gentler on the earth. But the real magic for our longevity lies in what these plant foods do for our bodies. Plants are filled with something called fiber, which is incredibly important for our health as we age. You can think of fiber as a gentle, natural scrubbing brush for your digestive system. It helps to keep everything moving smoothly, which can prevent discomfort and more serious issues down the line. Most adults should aim for about 25 to 30 grams of fiber each day. To put that into perspective, a single apple has about 4 grams, and a cup of cooked black beans has a wonderful 15 grams. So, a simple lunch of bean soup with a side of whole grain bread could get you more than halfway to your daily goal. Plant foods are also packed with vitamins and antioxidants, which are like tiny protectors for your body's cells. They fight off damage from stress and the environment, which is a key part of slowing down the aging process. Think of the bright colors in your food, the deep green of spinach, the bright red of a tomato, the rich purple of a blueberry. These colors are often a sign of the powerful antioxidants hidden inside. For example, leafy greens like spinach and kale are rich in vitamin K, which is essential for strong bones. Just 1 cup of cooked kale provides over 10 times the amount of vitamin K you need in a day, helping to protect against fractures. These greens also give you folate, a vitamin that is very important for your brain health and memory. Eating less red and processed meat has also been shown to be very beneficial for our hearts. These meats can be high in a type of fat that can clog our arteries over time. By replacing a few meat-based meals each week with meals based on beans, lentils or tofu, you are giving your heart a very welcome rest. So, a simple first step could be to declare 1 day a week as a meat-free day. You could try a hearty lentil soup, a flavorful vegetable curry, or a pasta dish loaded with fresh vegetables from the garden. You will be helping the planet and taking a significant step towards a longer, healthier life. This brings us very naturally to our second habit, which is to choose local and seasonal foods whenever you can. This might sound complicated, but it is actually one of the simplest and most enjoyable changes you can make. The eco-friendly part of this habit is about something called food miles. Many of the fruits and vegetables we see in the big supermarkets have traveled hundreds or even thousands of miles to get to us. This journey in trucks, planes and ships uses a lot of fuel and creates pollution. When you buy food that was grown by a farmer just a few miles down the road, you are cutting out that long journey. But the benefit for your health is even more immediate and profound. Food that is picked when it is perfectly ripe and eaten soon after is bursting with nutrients. Vitamins and minerals start to degrade the moment a fruit or vegetable is harvested. So a strawberry that was picked yesterday in a local field will have much more vitamin C than one that was picked last week 1,000 miles away. Getting enough vitamin C is vital for a strong immune system, which helps you fight off colds and other illnesses. An adult needs about 75 to 90 milligrams of vitamin C per day. You can easily get this from just 1 large orange or a single cup of fresh local strawberries. Eating seasonally also encourages you to have a much more varied diet throughout the year. In the spring, you can enjoy fresh asparagus and tender greens. In the summer, your plate can be full of juicy tomatoes, cucumbers, and sweet berries. In the autumn, You can savor the rich flavors of pumpkins, squash, and apples. Each of these different foods provides a unique mix of nutrients, so by eating with the seasons, you are naturally giving your body a wider range of the tools it needs to stay healthy. Visiting a local farmer's market can be a wonderful way to embrace this habit. You get to talk to the people who actually grew your food, you support your local community, and you bring home food that is at its absolute peak of flavor and nutrition. It turns a simple chore like grocery shopping into a pleasant and healthy outing. Our third habit moves us out of the kitchen and encourages us to use our own 2 feet. It is the simple act of walking or cycling for short trips instead of always jumping in the car. The environmental benefit is very clear. Fewer cars on the road means less air pollution and less noise in our neighborhoods. Every short trip you make by foot or by bike is a small gift to the air we all breathe. For our health, the benefits of this habit are almost too many to count. Regular walking is one of the best forms of exercise, especially as we get older. It is gentle on our joints, like our knees and hips, while still being what is called a weight-bearing exercise. This means it helps to keep our bones strong and dense, which is our best defense against osteoporosis. The simple act of your feet hitting the pavement sends a signal to your body to strengthen your skeleton. Health experts recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate activity each week. This might sound like a lot, but it breaks down to just over 20 minutes a day. A brisk walk to the local shop, to the post office, or to visit a neighbor can easily help you meet this goal. Walking is also wonderful for your heart and your circulation. It helps to lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and keep your heart muscles strong. Think of your daily walk as a gentle tune-up for your body's most important engine. And we cannot forget the benefits for our minds. A walk, especially in a pleasant park or a quiet street, is a fantastic way to clear your head and reduce stress. The gentle rhythm of walking can be very meditative, helping to calm anxious thoughts. It also gets you out into your community, allowing you to see neighbors and feel more connected to the place where you live. If walking is difficult for you, even a short, slow stroll to the end of your garden path and back is beneficial. The key is to simply move your body more in your daily life, replacing short car journeys with the power of your own muscles. It costs nothing, and the rewards for your body and mind are priceless. This leads us to our fourth habit, which is about deepening our connection with the natural world around us. The habit is to spend more time in nature, whether that is in your own garden, a local park, or a nearby forest. Fostering a love for nature makes us more likely to want to protect it, which is the eco-friendly side of this habit. When we appreciate the beauty of a tree or the complexity of a flower, we are more motivated to preserve these green spaces. But the direct health benefits of being in nature are truly remarkable and are now being proven by science. One of the most important things we get from being outdoors is vitamin D, which our bodies create when sunlight touches our skin. Vitamin D is absolutely crucial for our bones because it helps our bodies absorb calcium, the main building block of our skeleton. Without enough vitamin D, our bones can become weak and brittle, no matter how much calcium-rich food we eat. As we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D, so it is even more important to get some sensible sun exposure. Experts often recommend about 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun on your arms, hands, and face a few times a week. The recommended daily intake of vitamin D is around 600 to 800 international units. To get that from food alone, you would need to eat a very large serving of salmon, which is about 6 ounces, or drink 6 full glasses of fortified milk every single day. A little bit of sunshine is a much easier and more pleasant way to meet your needs. Being in nature is also one of the most powerful stress reducers we have. In Japan, they have a practice called Shinrin-yoku, which translates to forest bathing. It simply means spending quiet, mindful time under the canopy of trees. Studies have shown that this practice can lower your heart rate, reduce blood pressure, and decrease the levels of stress hormones in your body. The simple sights, sounds, and smells of a natural environment have a deeply calming effect on our nervous systems. If you enjoy gardening, you are getting a double benefit. The physical activity of digging, planting, and weeding is excellent, gentle exercise, and the act of tending to plants and seeing them grow can provide a wonderful sense of purpose and accomplishment. Even if you don't have a garden, You can bring nature indoors with a few houseplants, or simply make a point to sit by a window that looks out onto a tree or a patch of sky. Make it a goal to spend at least a few minutes outside every day, simply breathing and observing the natural world. It is a simple habit that nourishes your body, calms your mind, and strengthens your spirit. Our fifth habit takes us back inside our homes and focuses on reducing the amount of waste we create. Specifically, this habit is about reducing our use of plastic and minimizing our food waste. The environmental reason for this is very straightforward. Plastic takes hundreds of years to break down, and it pollutes our oceans and our land. When we throw away food, we are not just wasting the food itself, but also all the water, energy, and land that it took to grow it. The health connection might seem less obvious at first, but it is very real and important. When we reduce our use of plastic, especially in the kitchen, we reduce our potential exposure to certain chemicals. Some plastic containers can leach chemicals into our food, especially when they are heated in the microwave. By switching to glass or ceramic containers for storing and reheating food, you can eliminate this risk. It is a simple swap that provides great peace of mind. Reducing food waste has a wonderful side effect. It makes us more mindful and creative cooks. It encourages us to plan our meals, which often leads to healthier and more balanced eating. When you have a plan for the week, you are less likely to rely on last-minute, less healthy options. It also encourages us to use the whole ingredient. For example, instead of throwing away the ends of carrots, onions, and celery, you can save them in a bag in your freezer. Once the bag is full, you can simmer them in a pot of water to create a delicious and incredibly nutritious vegetable broth, which is full of minerals. This homemade broth is far healthier than store-bought versions, which are often very high in salt. The recommended daily limit for sodium is about 2,300 milligrams, but for many older adults it's even lower, around 1,500 milligrams. A single cup of some canned broths can have over 800 milligrams of sodium, which is more than half the daily limit in one serving. Your homemade, waste-free broth will have virtually none unless you choose to add a small pinch yourself. This habit of being less wasteful teaches us to be more resourceful and to appreciate the value of our food. It saves money, protects the environment, and gently guides us toward healthier, home-cooked meals. Our sixth and final simple eco-habit is perhaps the most fundamental of all. It is to drink plenty of water, and to do so from a reusable bottle or a glass instead of single-use plastic bottles. The eco-friendly aspect is enormous. Billions of plastic water bottles are thrown away every year, creating mountains of waste. By simply refilling a glass or a durable bottle from your own tap, you can personally prevent hundreds of those bottles from ending up in a landfill. Now, let's talk about why water is so essential for a long and healthy life. Our bodies are mostly made of water, and every single system within us depends on it to function properly. As we age, our sense of thirst can sometimes diminish, meaning we might not realize we are becoming dehydrated until we start to feel unwell. Proper hydration is critical for maintaining healthy kidney function, which is the body's vital filtration system. Water helps to lubricate our joints, which can ease the aches and pains of arthritis. It is essential for good digestion and for preventing constipation, which can be a common issue. Even our brains depend on water to work properly. Mild dehydration can lead to confusion, dizziness, and poor concentration, which can sometimes be mistaken for more serious conditions. So, how much water should you be drinking? A general guideline is about 8 8-ounce glasses per day, which is about 2 liters, or the amount in a large pitcher of water. However, your needs may vary depending on the weather and your activity level. A simple way to check your hydration is to look at the color of your urine. It should be a pale, straw-like yellow. If it is dark yellow or amber, it is a clear sign that you need to drink more water. Keeping a reusable water bottle with you throughout the day can be a great visual reminder to keep sipping. Start your day with a large glass of water, even before your morning tea or coffee. It is a wonderful way to rehydrate your body after a long night's sleep and to get your system started on the right foot. Choosing tap water, where it is safe to drink, is not only environmentally sound, but can also be good for your dental health, as it is often fortified with fluoride. This simple free resource from our taps is one of the most powerful health tonics available to us. So as we bring our conversation to a close, let's quickly recap these 6 simple habits. We have talked about shifting our plates to include more life-giving plants. We have explored the benefits of choosing fresh, nutrient-rich foods that are grown locally and in season. We have seen how turning short errands into opportunities for a walk can strengthen our bodies and minds. We have discussed the healing power of spending time in nature, soaking up the sun's essential vitamin D. We have learned how reducing our waste in the kitchen can lead to healthier eating and less chemical exposure. And finally, we have reaffirmed the fundamental importance of staying well hydrated for our overall health. None of these habits requires a drastic overhaul of your life. They are small, gentle shifts that you can start today. Each one is a quiet promise you make to yourself and to the planet, a step toward a future that is healthier, happier, and more vibrant. The journey to a long life is not about grand, difficult gestures, but about the simple, consistent choices we make every single day. If you found this information helpful and would like to see more videos about living a healthy and fulfilling life, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please remember, I am not a medical doctor, and this is not medical advice. The information shared here is for educational purposes, based on extensive research and my experience in helping people with their health and diet goals. You should always consult with your own trusted healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle.